Hi guys, Viscerat here. In this video, I'm gonna show you my Zhongli guide. We'll be talking about his builds on artifacts, talents, weapons, and the cost to upgrade his artifacts and weapons. So first, we will talk about his burst build, support burst build. His artifacts would be 2-piece archaic and 2-piece noblesse. With these artifact sets, he would have more burst damage because archaic is 2-piece archaic boosts geode damage. And another build, artifact build would be 2 millilith, 2-piece millilith and 2-piece noblesse. With this build, he would have less burst damage but gives more shield than 2-piece archaic and 2-piece noblesse. The timepiece would be attack percent, goblet, Gia bonus damage, and the circlet would be the crit damage ratio. The talents would be primarily you will upgrade his burst. It would be ideal to level his burst up to 10 so that the petrification duration would last 4 seconds. But if you need to conserve your resources, you could leave it at level 8. Weapon. The weapon should be also to help the crit damage ratio. But any 5-star weapon would suffice also for assisting in increasing his attack. The resin cost would be on farming artifacts, it would be 35 condensed resin or more. And talent books would be less than 25 condensed resin. The weapon cost for the weapon ascension materials would be 22 condensed resin for 5-star, and for 4-star weapon would be 10 condensed resin. The mora for the talents would be, if you would level 10 his burst only, it would cost you 1.6 million plus. For the weapon, 5-star, it would cost you 906,480 mora. And for the 4-star weapon, it would cost you 604,320 mora. The team comp for Burst Zhongli would be, it's best to have a Mona in your party because of her ult. It increases your burst damage or skill damage to your enemy. And for the pros of this build would be big burst damage and longer stuns to your enemies because you focused on his burst damage talent. And the cons would be he will need to become a carry build for increased damage for his burst. And you need Mona for him to make big damage. And last con would be you need to have a decent 1:2 crit damage ratio. My second build would be the shield build, which is what I'm currently using on my Zhongli, would be the Millilith set. And the Millilith set would provide more shield and gives 20% attack for 3 seconds every time his skill hits an enemy. And my second build would be Nobliss build. Nobliss set would provide more burst damage and longer attack buff. The buff that Nobliss provides on your attack would be 12 seconds, but it would give you less shield. The timepiece would be HP. Goblet would be, it's either if you want more burst damage, go with Geo, but you could also go with HP for more shield. The circlet would be HP percent also. The talent that you would be focusing on this build would be the E skill, so that your character would be more tankier. The weapon, the best weapon for this build would be the Black Tassel. And the resin cost would be artifact less than 15 condensed resin. The talent books would be less than 25 condensed resin. If your goal is level 10 your E-skill only. The team comp would be any main DPS character because his shield decreases the physical defense of your enemies and also its elemental resistances. The pros of this build would be he protects his other party members because of his shield would be harder to be destroyed by your enemy. The cons would be he does not provide much damage because the burst will be weakened. So my third build would be the physical damage build. In this build, I have 3 artifact sets. First is the Bolide set. The Bolide set is a well-balanced set for Zhongli because it increases his shield, then it buffs your normal attacks and charge attacks. The second build would be 2-piece Glads with 2-piece Blood Stained or Pale Flame. 2-piece Pale Flame. It would only provide you decent auto attacks and decent damage output. Then the third build would be Pale Flame set. Huge physical damage boost. The talent would be to max normal attack first and level 8 all other talents for better damage output. The weapon would be any 5-star weapon or any weapon that helps you at your 1:2 crit damage ratio. The resin cost for the artifact would be more than 35 condensed resin. The talents would be 47, less than 47 condensed resin. The team comp would be at least any electro and any cryo for superconduct. And the pros of this build would be huge physical damage bonus to your character to Zhongli. And cons would be Shields are not very tough, like the support build. So, that is all for this guide. Thank you for watching.